Hi, third graders. Thank you for joining us for our language lesson. So please be sure that for today in language you are on page 96. As cute little pandas here, as you can see, we're on page 96. We are going to continue our series on helping verbs. So again, helping verbs help the main verb show the action. We've got how many of these? Oh, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 of them. I'm going to sing the song as you're turning to page 96 is, are, was, were, have, has, had, am. Is, are, was, were, have, has, had, am. So these are the verbs we're going to focus on today. They come in actually two different tenses here, present and past. And then these verbs just need helping words. Like, for example, we've got throw. When you have an object and I guess you swing it in the air like a ball, that's when you throw something. To break something is to destroy it, take it apart. When you begin, you start it. To begin is to start, not continue, but you're actually putting one foot forward and you're initiating a start. And something you see is what you observe with your eyes. We've got through, broke, began, and saw. Then we also have thrown, broken, begun, and seen. But those words need helping verbs. So here for Think A, just like what we've been doing for the past 2 days, we are going to underline the correct verb twice. And wow, there are a lot more helping verbs in this one. Do you notice that? What they did was they underlined the helping verbs for you so that you can use this part of the chart to help you out. And it also helps to read these out loud so that you can hear the correct form of the verb and also to practice your reading skills. A lot of us still need to practice that. Even myself, I am relearning the art of reading for fun because I used to love reading for fun, but then life got really busy. And then the pandemic hit, and I had, at home, it's not like I can do all the stuff. I can't always watch TV or play video games or teach. I've also got to do something for fun for myself. And I'm learning again the art of loving to learn to read just for fun. And I'll show you what I'm reading today because I'm trying to read a different book each day. Number 1. The ball game had began already. The ball game had begun already. So they had underlined had twice. So that means it's a helping verb. So taking a look here at this part of the chart, we need to underline the word begun twice. Number 2. Max has broken the home run record for his team. So has is the helping verb that's already underlined twice. Since we have a helping verb, we're looking at this part of the chart, we have to underline broken twice. Oops, I meant to erase that. Number 3, we seen the panda twins at the Toronto Zoo. They don't have a helping verb underlined for us, so I don't need a helping verb. I think I even heard it when I read it out loud. We saw the panda twins at the Toronto Zoo. Our class number 4, our class had began studying about pandas last week. Our class had begun studying about pandas last week. So they underline had twice for us, which means we are using this part of the chart, and that means I'm going to say begun. Alrighty. So now you have to do 5, 6, 7, and 8 on your own. Okay, so give that a shot. And at our Zoom meeting, I'm going to ask you to read your answers out loud and to tell me what you have. So 5, 6, 7, and 8 you'll do on your own. Feel free to use this chart. Throughout the video, I can't always zoom in on it, so make sure that you use it because if I zoom in on it, it might make you dizzy. Think B. Choose the best verb from the chart above to complete each sentence. So again, we have the verbs, what was it? Throw, break, see, and now I have to look at it. Begin. Okay. So we'll just do the first two. Dad had blank the bags of leaves in the back of the truck. So remember, we're looking at the context clues. we're going to figure out which of these verbs will actually fit in the sentence, like will actually work in the sentence. So I'll leave it like this since I'm only going to use the first two. And I'll use a different color like purple. Dad had blanked the bags of leaves. So he can either throw the bags of leaves, he can break the bags of leaves, he can begin the bags of leaves, or he can see the bags of leaves. Well, obviously he can see it, but I don't think that's the right verb there. I don't think he's going to begin it because that doesn't make sense, nor will he break the bag of leaves because why? So I believe he's going to throw the bag of leaves in the back of the truck. That's the motion of just like tossing something, right? So, oh, but since there's a helping verb, I can't use the verbs here. I have to use these verbs. So I'm going to say thrown. Dad had thrown the bags of leaves into the back of the truck. That makes more sense. Let me erase this. Okay. Alrighty. Last week, Elijah blanked the blind cave Cherishton at the zoo. Did I read this right? I'll read it again. Last week, Elijah blanked the blind cave Cherishton at the zoo. Alright, I don't think he's gonna throw a blind cave. So it's not throw, or thrown. And there's no helping verb here, so I definitely don't need to use any of these words. I don't think he breaks the blind cave. That doesn't make sense. Even though I may not know what a cherison is, I don't think he's gonna begin the blind cave. So I think he's gonna see one. But since it happened last week, remember it's past tense, it already happened. We can't say see, so we're going to say saw. So last week, Elijah saw the blind cave cherison at the zoo. I'm going to assume this is an animal, and it lives in a cave, and it's blind. So I'm going to look that up and hopefully be able to show you that at our meeting later today, okay? So your job is to try 3, 4, and 5. Make sure you use these words here in the chart for 3, 4, and 5. Use those context clues, okay? Lastly, this should be easy. We're going to also do just the first two, and then you'll do 3 and 4. Draw a line between the subject and the predicate part in each sentence. Underline the verb or verb phrase 2 times. So the first one says the corn has grown tall. What is happening? I'm going to use green, but let me just finish this sentence. What is happening? Remember, you always ask yourself that question. That didn't turn to green. The corn has grown tall. Well, it grown, but remember we have to have that verb phrase, the Uber driver, the taxi service. Who's the driver here? Has. Number 2, he has gone to the grocery store. What did he do? He gone. Now, that's not proper English because remember we need the helping verb, which is has. He has gone to the grocery store. So then you're going to try 3 and 4 on your own. So this was fun. I hope you're learning a lot, especially with helping verbs and the importance of using them in sentences, all right? So make sure you do for Think A, make sure you do number 5, 6, 7, 8. For Think B, make sure you do 3, 4, and 5. And then for Remember C, make sure you finish up with 3 and 4. Thank you very much, third graders, and I'll see you at our meeting.